Welcome in, everyone, to a breezy night here in Bowling Green as the Bowling Green Falcons look to defend their home turf against the Toledo Rockets. I am Rick Jordan, and in the booth with me, Nate Murphy. Nate, sadly, neither team can come out of this one with the MAC championship, but there's bragging rights on the line. What do Jake Brummer and the Falcons need to do to close out their season with the W in their home stadium?
Now, Brummer last week threw the ball for over 450 yards and 4 touchdowns, but the biggest thing, no turnovers. He didn't throw any interceptions. If they're going to come up with another win tonight and win this big rivalry game, he's going to have to protect the football all night long.
And they'll start with pretty good field position on the kick return right there. Fantastic job moving it upfield. Got to about the 30-yard line, Nick Edwards. And then we'll start this one in the shotgun. Brummer with Edwards to his right, takes the snap. He's looking, surveys the field. He gets it off just in time. Oh, and it is dropped. Unfortunate for them.
Yeah, big hit there, knocking that ball free. Just a good job by the linebacker, Ace Aries, being right on top of the receiver as the ball got there.
And trips to the right. They're going to go for the speed option, and he is brought down well behind the line. Great job by Aaron Heil on that one, getting a tackle for loss. Going to be 3rd and 14 here.
Heil came in unblocked. He was the read man on that option play, and he just got in there so fast and blew it up that Brummer didn't have time to make the pitch.
And Brummer all alone in the backfield this time with 5 wide. He throws it well short of the marker, and then he's brought down. Brigham Ray picks up 6, but it's going to be 4th and 8. And on their first drive of the evening, the Falcons are punting it to the Rockets.
Yeah, quick 3 and out. Not the drive you want to have starting out the game, but a good job by Toledo's defense making the plays around the line of scrimmage.
And we'll get to see Toledo on offense here with pretty decent field position at about their own 38 as they prepare to start their drive. Tanner Jones, the Michigan transfer, having a pretty good season so far. It'll be interesting to see what they draw up here tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and be balanced tonight. Last week they were pretty good, 178 yards rushing, 216 through the air, so a balanced attack for the Toledo offense.
And on the first carry from scrimmage, Dallas Gregory gives a big hand to the face, knocking the man down, and he picks up 3 on that one, which could have been a tackle for loss for any other running back.
Yeah, it would have been a stop in the backfield if he doesn't throw out that big stiff arm. Good job breaking a tackle and making something out of nothing.
And Jones takes a snap, going to be a halfback screen, and he is brought down well behind the line. Fantastic job getting back to the halfback and bringing him down before that play can even really begin to start. Dylan Schaefer on that one.
Yeah, good job from Schaefer. He read that one all the way, saw the lineman release, and he just comes up and makes a solid tackle in the backfield. And 3rd and long for Toledo behind the sticks. Neither offense wants to be here tonight.
Yeah, and once again, just like Bowling Green on their first drive, it's going to be an empty set. 5 wide out there for Jones, who throws over the middle. It is caught. Gain of 9 for Justin Rivers, and it is not going to be enough. 4th and 3, and they're going to punt it right back to the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons defense did a good job playing a shell coverage. They backed up, protected that line to gain, and made sure that anything completed was underneath, and they made a solid tackle.
And just like that, 2 drives already down this game as Nick Edwards picks up 9 on the return. And we'll get to see the Falcons offense once again. The defense is really showing out so far here tonight, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely. The rivalry game, a lot of emotion. Sometimes that plays into the defense's hands early. Look for these offenses to settle down and get rolling.
And Brummer will fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he has got running room. Picks up 10, but it's going to be 2nd and inches.
A good read on that option play. This time it was a simple read option. Read the end. He crashed, and he got around the corner. Didn't have to worry about a pitch read and got a good gain.
So they draw up here as Brummer fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, doesn't see anything he likes, will tuck it and run, picks up the first, and a few more. Big 6-yard run there for a fresh set of downs for the Falcons.
Yeah, they were looking for a shot right there on 2nd and inches. It looked like they play fake, hoped to draw the defense up a little bit. It didn't work, but Brummer does a good job not forcing anything, picking up the first down with his legs and keeping the ball moving.
And Brummer will send a man in motion here, hands the ball off, and there is nothing for Tenarius Harris as he is brought down after a gain of 1, going to be 2nd and 9.
Well, finally tried to go to the running game the conventional way, and this time the Toledo defensive line and linebacking core right there for the stop.
And in an empty set all alone, Brummer once again has time, scans the field, finds his man, brought down after the catch. R.J. Bennett, big 17-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, and this is what Bowling Green likes to do. They're going to spread the field and let Brummer work it all over the place. And he does a good job connecting with his receiver here for a big play.
We're seeing a lot of that arm here tonight. He's been doing a great job passing as of late. We will see what they draw up here now in Toledo territory here. Sending a man in motion. Brummer fakes the handoff, keeps it, throws this one away. Nothing doing. Going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good job by Toledo's defense. Rush was coming in on Brummer hard. He didn't have any time to find anybody. Does the right thing and throws it away.
And Brummer will line up Edwards to his left, trips to the left, takes a snap, has time, throws a quick pass, and it is dropped. Unfortunate for him, it could be 3rd and 10. And folks, over in Miami, Auburn leads after an early field goal, putting them up 3-0. And just a reminder, Miami can actually clinch the SEC with a win tonight over Auburn. And on the screen here, Brummer throws it to Tenarius Harris, gain of 7. And once again, it's going to be 4th and 3. And they're going for the long field goal on this one.
Yeah, this is a long attempt. This will be 42 yards. Let's see if he's got the leg to get it there.
Mason Davis with a long of 52 this season, and he hits the bottom right crossbar, looks like, on this one. We'll have to see the replay on that one. Unfortunate for them. Did a great job moving the ball finally in Toledo territory, and Toledo will get the ball back on their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, big miss there, a long field goal. Looked like he might have been able to squeak it through, but it just slid wide right. So a break for Toledo, and they've got good field position to start their second drive.
And a handoff to the right for Dallas. Gregory picks up 7. Gregory having a fantastic season, rushing for 100 yards in every game but one so far this season. And it looks like he'll continue that trend as they lined up in the pistol. Hand it off to him once again. He'll try to find some room up the middle. Picks up 1. It's going to be 3rd and short here.
Well, they finally corralled him a little bit. His first couple of carries, he broke a tackle or two on each one of them. This time, they're able to drop him right at the line of scrimmage. Good gang tackling by the Falcon defense.
And once again, another handoff and plenty of running room for Gregory on this one. Picks up 12 into Bowling Green territory for the first time tonight. Fresh set of downs for the Rockets.
And that was a good call. They ran a little counter play, and Bowling Green actually blitzed to the side that the guard was pulling from. They ran away from it, and there was a big hole on the other side for a big gain.
And we'll see the halfback screen once again, and somehow Gregory turns nothing into something. Could have been a huge tackle for loss on that one. Ends up somehow picking up 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, Tanner Jones 3 for 3, but everything has been screen plays or underneath. They're going to have to stretch the field a little bit, and Gregory's doing a great job breaking tackles tonight.
Yeah, and another 3-yard run up the middle for Gregory. Looks like he's going to be the focal point of this offensive attack for the Rockets tonight. And you know, last season, Bowling Green took out the Rockets 40-3, and tonight looks like the defense is going to be playing a much bigger role in this game as Jones lofts one out to the right. It is caught and then dropped. Unfortunate for them. Great coverage on that play by Tyler Rogalski, and it looks like the Rockets are going to go for it on 4th and 4, trips to the right. Jones lined up in the backfield with Gregory. He takes the snap. He has time. He's looking, throws one deep over the middle, and it is caught for a big gain. Trevor Parr, 29 yards. Huge play on 4th down. Great job there by the Rockets.
And I love the aggressive play call here. 4th down in your opponent's territory. You're playing for bragging rights and a little bit of pride heading into the off season. You might as well take every shot you can, and that was a big play. He was wide open down the middle and just a couple of steps away from sliding through and breaking that one for the touchdown.
And a handoff to Gregory to the outside, and he is met by this terrifying Falcons defensive line. Wyatt Rhoda, the cornerback, comes off the edge quick, brings him down for a loss. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, he slipped inside the block of the receiver there. Too quick for the receiver to actually make the block. He does a good job finding Gregory in the backfield and holding on and making the tackle.
And in the pistol set, Tanner Jones takes the snap, doesn't see anything he likes, decides to try to run it up the middle. Unfortunately brought down Stephen Kovacs. Big sack, going to be 3rd and goal.
Hey, Kovacs does a good job fighting his way through there and making the sack. Jones had nowhere to go downfield with it, tried to take off, but this Falcon defense right now is swarming.
And he's got trips to the left. And it's going to be another halfback screen for the Rockets as Jones gets it off to Ace Aries, the backup, picks up one and hit out of bounds. It's going to be 4th and goal. I have a feeling we'll be seeing Ryan Dobbins, his first attempt of the night, and it's going to be not too bad a distance, about 32 or so yards on this one. And it is up, and it is good in this 29-degree weather, Nate. Every kick is going to feel like kicking a brick on these.
Yeah, these footballs are going to get a little hard tonight, especially as we go on, and if the temperature cools off any. So the closer we can get for these field goal attempts, the better off these kickers are going to be.
And the Bowling Green faithful are obviously out tonight in this, sub-freezing temperature to support their Falcons in their final game of the season. And so far, both offenses looking pretty similar. A lot of really good defense being played on both sides. And we'll see if Brummer and the Falcons can come up with anything here as he fakes the handoff to Edwards. He throws a dagger to the sideline, caught by Brigham Ray, who manages to get those toes inbound. It's going to be a first down grab right there.
A good catch by Brummer along the sideline. Like you said, he was able to get those toes inbounds for the first down. Brummer looking to take this shot, but Toledo's not letting anything over their head right now. They're going to have to continue to work underneath.
And Brummer, with a halfback draw, will hand it off to Tadarius Harris, who's brought down behind the line. Big tackle for loss by Ben Jackson on that one, the freshman.
Yeah, good job by Jackson getting in there and making a stop in the backfield. And Bowling Green, even with the passing offense that they've got, they do like to run the football. They're going to have to get that ground game going to help out Brummer.
And another run, this time right up the middle and bringing a man with them. Harris, once again, 12 yards on that one. He carried someone with them about the entire way.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good job getting to the running back in the hole, but he wasn't able to bring him down. Harris took him for a ride, a big run for the Falcons there.
And Brummer on this last play gets a pass off just in time to Kyle DeVita as the pressure was in his face. He took a big hit on that one.
Now the Rockets were bringing heat. Good job by Brummer to get that one out and nearly got another first down.
And Brummer fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's got running room, breaks one tackle, and is finally brought down at about the 30-yard line of the Rockets. Big run there. Going to be a first down for the Falcons.
And just like we saw Toledo on their last drive, suddenly the Bowling Green offense has found a rhythm. And here we go. This could wind up being a shootout if these offenses get rolling.
And Brummer will send a man in motion, send Harris behind him, and Harris picks up 5 on the run. Going to be 2nd and 5, knocking on the door of the Rockets' red zone here.
Yeah, really good drive, and that play well designed. Bring your fullback in motion, set up the lead blocker, and let Harris just run right behind him.
And once again, a handoff to Harris up the middle, but he is met by the Rockets' defensive line, brought down after 3. It's going to be 3rd and 2 here, and they'd really like to convert. They're not having much success on 3rd down, and right here in this red zone, Brummer and the Falcons would like to do something. As Brummer takes the snap, he throws a quick pass out, caught Joshua Shuren, brought down after 4, first down Falcons.
And Joshua Shuren showing some sure hands there. A good throw to get out there. It doesn't look like it was a very tight spiral, a little bit wobbly out there. Shuren does a good job just hanging on for the first down.
And Brummer put just enough on that one, and on the QB read, he will keep it himself, pick up 10. Going to be 2nd in inches. Knocking on the door of the end zone are the Falcons.
And that read option right now is working for Brummer and the Falcons. They're letting the defense dictate where they're going with it, and right now they're getting big yardage with it.
And the Rockets showing blitz on this one as Brummer sends a man in motion. It's going to be a speed option, and unfortunate for Brummer and this offense, he is brought down by Cliff Grizzly on this one before they can even start anything. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Grizzly shoots the gap, and Brummer didn't have a chance to get the ball outside. And Grizzly wasn't the only Rocket in the area, so even if he gets that pitch off, it was going backwards.
And he'll send a man in motion to the right as Brummer awaits the snap. 10 seconds left in the first, and he will keep it himself, and he will toss it. Oh, and unfortunate for them, Tadarius Harris brought down, big tackle for loss by Trent Williams. Going to be 4th and 3, and I'm guessing we're going to be seeing Mason Davis out here.
Yeah, position for field goal. This one a lot closer than the last one, so we'll see if he can knock this one through the uprights.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. Toledo leads 3-0 over the Bowling Green Falcons. You're watching CFSL action on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And welcome back, everyone, as we prepare to start the second quarter as Mason Davis and the Falcons line up for this field goal, as it is off and it is up and through the uprights. 3-3. We are tied up here in Bowling Green.
Yeah, and I wouldn't expect anything less from these two teams in this kind of rivalry game. It's going to be back and forth all night. Bowling Green finds an answer with a really good drive. They needed to put one together, and they did. Now their defense has got to come up with a stop for them.
And Elon Olive picks up on the kick return, gets them to about the 30-yard line. They've been doing a good job getting past, getting some good yardage on these kick returns so far tonight. As Tanner Jones lines up in the pistol, Gregory behind him. He's going to send a man in motion behind him. He'll hand it off to Gregory, who shoves off one man, but unfortunate for him, the Falcons defense was there and ready. He picks up one. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Now a little triple option look. They brought the receiver in motion. He makes the right read and gives it to Gregory, but the Falcon defense is all over him, and they can't get anywhere.
And once again, a handoff, this time just up the middle for Gregory, who picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and 3. And we talked about it earlier. Gregory seems to be the focal point of this offense, and they're just going to rely on him this entire game as long as it's close, as they are lined up in the pistol once again as Jones takes a snap. And one more time, hands it off to Gregory, who stutter steps, picks up 4 for enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs for the Rockets.
Yeah, 9 carries, 34 yards for Gregory. And where he's had his success tonight has been right up the middle of this Bowling Green defense. So let's see if they start stacking the box a little bit more to try and stop that or force him outside.
And hand off to Gregory, and he shoves one man down, picking up a big 20-yard gain into Falcon territory to about the 40-yard line. Huge run there by Gregory.
Yeah, that was a huge stiff arm to get him a few extra yards down the sideline. And there was, again, a little bit of an off-tackle play, and he just cuts it to the outside, breaks the tackle, and Gregory's on his way to a huge night.
And another handoff. This time it's going to be Ace Aries, and there is nothing on that one as Vaughn Carlton brings him down behind the line for a big tackle for loss. Going to be 2nd and 13.
It looked like they tried a read option there, and he makes the right read again. So we're seeing him make the right reads, but right now the Falcons are closing down that play.
And Jones this time will throw it off to Aries, catches a big catch there, breaks a few tackles, but there's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to come back. Clipping is called on the offense. Unfortunate for them, Joey Fleming, the left guard, is going to put him back 2nd and 20. And folks, over in Miami, a Ron Newman fumble leads to a Miami field goal. They are tied 3-3 at the start of the second quarter in a very, very important SEC matchup here, as Jones takes the snap out of the shotgun, throws over the middle, caught. Not much there for Dallas Gregory. It's going to be 4 yards, going to be 3rd and 16 here.
Yeah, great job swarming to the football for Bowling Green there, making the stop on 3rd and long. We've seen them go for it once already, so if they get half of this, let's see if they'll be in position to go for it again.
And on the halfback screen to Gregory, nothing on that one. It's going to be a loss of 4. Big tackle that time. This Bowling Green defense has just been shutting down any chance of these screens going anywhere. Fantastic job once again by Dylan Schaefer. Going to be 4th and 20.
Yeah, big job after the clipping penalty. Really put them behind the 8 ball, and Bowling Green takes advantage of it. And right now, short of the Dallas Gregory runs, Toledo really hasn't had a lot of success on offense.
They'll have to figure out something if they hope to put some points on the board really here in front of this, this Bowling Green home crowd is definitely cheering on the Falcons, as they will start with the ball on their own 20-yard line as Brummer awaits the snap. Harris in the backfield with him. He'll move a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, keeps it. He'll throw a quick pass out, and a broken tackle will pick up a few extra yards for Vito Parr. It'll be a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9.
No, Parr only gains 1 on the play, but that's better than the alternative. They had pushed him back about 4 yards deep in the backfield. They tried to just play fake and swing him out, and it didn't work.
And Brummer all alone in the backfield will tuck it and run, and he has got enough for the first and finds the corner, picking up 17 on that one. Fresh set of downs for the Falcons.
Good job. He wasn't comfortable with what was there, so he takes off and runs, and it's a good decision. 17 big yards, and this is where Bowling Green's offense has had success. He's able to find some running room, and they've moved it downfield with the ground game.
And once again, all alone in the backfield is Brummer as he surveys the field. He finds a man, manages to catch it inbounds. Kyle DeVita, 4-yard gain, going to be 2nd and 6.
And right now, Bowling Green is working everything underneath and working with the running game. Let's see if they open things up and take a shot here soon.
And Brummer once again throws. It is caught. Joshua Sure in fantastic hands. I mean, just like you said it earlier, Nate, sure hands on sure, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs here.
And that was kind of the shot play. They didn't let him get deep enough down the seam before Brummer had to let it go, but a good throw and catch, and Bowling Green's got something going.
And a handoff to the outside for Harris, picks up 8. And folks, over on Twitch, Ron Newman and the Auburn Tigers recover from his 2nd fumble of the night. Punches it in from 2 yards out. Auburn is up 10-3, 7 minutes left in the half, and that game is going on over on Twitch here as Brummer throws a screen pass out quick, and a broken tackle leads to a huge gain for Brigham Ray. Gets to about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Falcons.
And that's a great individual effort by Brigham Ray. Gets one block and then is able to break a tackle and outrace a lot of the Toledo defense down the sideline, finally knocked out of bounds. But 1st and goal, and now we're in position to see our first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, just a great job on that one by Ray. I mean, that play looked like it was doomed from the start as Brummer takes the snap on this one. He has time in the pocket, throws it out, and it is caught by Tenarius Harris, who picks up 6. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 1-yard line. Hopefully the Falcons can just punch this one in. No more tricky plays here and just put some points on the board for the Falcons.
Yeah, and you could see that one developing as Harris came out of the backfield and ran a wheel route. Good job stopping him before the goal line.
And Brummer will keep it himself on the read option, and there's nothing there as this Rocket defense gets to him. Dre Sykes brings him down. It's going to be 3rd and goal on about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, if you're going to spread them out like that, you may want to look at just going right up the middle. They ran it back to where all the defenders were, and Toledo makes a big stop.
And Brummer will keep it again, but this time there's plenty of room. Punches it in from 3 yards out. Bowling Green up 9-3 here, pending the PAT.
Yeah, great drive. After they forced the punt, this offense has gotten something going on the last couple of drives. They got some momentum, and we'll see if that continues. Toledo's going to have to do something to answer and swing it back in their direction.
Yeah, you said it, Nate. They're definitely going to have to score more points than they did last season here tonight as the Falcons look to kick off to the Rockets once again, who have got to find something on offense. You know, we've seen Jones succeed through the air. You know, we've seen a lot of really big games from Gregory, but we still need to see Jones passing if they want to really put some points on the board. As Fuller gets about 39 yards on the kick return, they will start with the ball on their own 40-yard line.
That's a big return. Special teams could play a big factor down the stretch here.
And Tanner will fake the handoff, keep it himself, bobbing and weaving through the defense, picks up 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Good job from Tanner Jones. We haven't seen the option look from Toledo a lot tonight, so it kind of caught Bowling Green by surprise. Good job by Jones keeping it around the corner.
Once again in the pistol, and Bowling Green sends everybody, and somehow Tanner Jones breaks out from the dog pile, picks up the 1st down into Falcon territory. Nate, I would not have believed that if I had seen it again. If you show me that again, I wouldn't believe it.
No, it's a great job by Bowling Green blowing that one up in the backfield. They both hit the running back, Gregory, but somehow Jones did a good job holding on to it and then squeezing to the outside and getting a big gain.
And once again, Jones will keep it on the QB read there. He's really putting his body out there for the beating. Picks up 5 on that one. Going to be 2nd and 5 as they line up in the pistol. Once again, he has got Gregory in the backfield with him as he will send a man in motion on this one. He'll keep it. It's going to be an option, and he throws it out. It's going to be enough for the 1st down and then some. Huge run right there by Jeremy McMahon. Sending the wide receiver in motion was the play.
Yeah, we've seen that earlier tonight. They ran that once before. Weren't able to get to the edge. This time they do, and a big job from McMahon getting a huge gain.
And right up the middle goes Dallas Gregory, big 8-yard gain. He's got 62 yards already tonight. It's going to be 2nd and 2 with the clock winding down here in the half as they go right back to the line. He has got 4 receivers to the left on this one as he will once again send a man in motion, keeps it himself on the option, tosses it off, and he is brought down. Elon Olive. It's going to be 3rd and 2. He somehow picks up 1 on that one.
A good job holding on to that ball as long as he could by Jones. Finally gets it out to Olive late. They ran it to the short side, and it gave Bowling Green just enough time to come over and make the stop.
And sending a man in motion, Jones will keep it himself, picks up the first. He's got running room, gets down to the 10-yard line. Big first down here for the Rockets as they inch ever closer to the end zone.
And suddenly Tanner Jones has decided that he's going to let his legs take over on this game, give Gregory a little bit of help, and suddenly Toledo's got a big drive going.
And a handoff to Gregory on the option. He'll give it to him, and he is brought down behind the line for a loss. It's going to be 2nd and 12 here as the Rockets rush back to the line here. And once again, he'll hand it off. And nothing doing on this one as Ace Aries is brought down behind the line. Once again, the Rockets, 2 straight losses. Going to be 3rd and 14. And folks, over on Twitch TV, Loki Lawler scores on a 15-yard option play. Auburn is up 17-3. 4 minutes to go in the first half, and in our game in the shotgun. Jones will take it. It's going to be a halfback screen and almost picked off. Dallas Gregory somehow comes away with it. It's going to be 4th and 20. We're going to see the field goal unit out here again. Fantastic job. This Falcon defense is just as ferocious as they come.
Absolutely, and we've seen this multiple times from Bowling Green already tonight. Toledo puts a drive together, and then all of a sudden Bowling Green flips the switch, and they start pushing Toledo backwards, and they force another field goal attempt.
And the Rockets content to let some clock run out. Kind of surprising, Nate, that the Falcons will not burn a timeout. Plenty of time left on the clock to, try to score some more points before the end of the half. And Toledo just going to run some clock out with Dobbins ready for his field goal attempt here, getting to about 5 seconds as we probably will see the snap right here. And the kick is up, and it is no good on the kick. The Toledo Rockets will stay at 3 points before the half, just wide left on that kick. Unfortunate for them as the Falcons will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, put a really good drive together, and it went backwards, and then all of a sudden the missed field goal, and that kills you after a drive like that. Now Toledo enough time to go down and score on their own.
And Brummer gets a pass quick over the middle to McLaren, a big first down gain. It's going to be 1st and 10 here on the 30 as Brummer takes the snap. He has time. He looks. He lobs one up here. It is caught and ran out of bounds. Kyle DeVita, this offense doing everything right before the half.
Yeah, absolutely. And a nice smash route turns the safety inside out. And when you get a good receiver like DeVita on a safety, it's a mismatch. He turns him around, gets to the edge, makes a good catch, and that's one of the biggest pass plays we've seen from this Bowling Green offense tonight.
And Brummer doing a fantastic job tonight as they take the snap. Once again, he has time in the pocket, throws a dagger over the middle. Ace Aries, great job on the coverage there. Will stop the clock. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he tried to thread that one in there. Some pretty good coverage from this Toledo secondary. He's fortunate that one falls incomplete.
And it's going to be a halfback screen here, and it is caught trying to find the out about, and he keeps going. I don't know what it's going to take to bring him down. Tenarius Harris is a man on a mission before the half.
Yeah, really good job from Harris. That play was blown up more than once. He gets to the sideline somehow, stops the clock, saves those 2 timeouts.
And Brummer has time in the pocket, throws a dagger over the middle, caught. First down, Brigham Ray making all kinds of plays here tonight as they will rush right back to the line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 25-yard line of the Rockets as Brummer awaits the snap. He takes it, has time in the pocket, throws over the middle, over the outside, and it is caught. Joshua Shuren, big 25-yard touchdown.
Absolutely. Shuren slips past the corner. Looked like they were in zone coverage. They had coverage over the top with the safety, but able to put it on him was Brummer before the safety could get over there, and Bowling Green has now taken control of this game heading towards halftime.
And Brummer and this Falcon offense have just really turned things around here tonight and just kind of started to lay the hurt on the Rockets before the end of the half. It was much more manageable. Toledo was sitting there ready to put some points on the board, misses a short field goal, and the Falcons just take it all the way down the field. And we'll see what the Rockets do here before the half. Maybe we'll get to see that arm of Tanner Jones. We know he can throw the ball deep, and we'll see if they try anything like that here before the half as Jones lines up in shotgun formation. And it's going to be a halfback draw to Gregory, who picks up about 3. They'll call a timeout, 1 left after this.
I'm a little surprised they called the timeout after the draw play. They tried to break something with Gregory. Bowling Green did a good job stopping him quickly, though.
And Jones takes the snap. He's standing around in the pocket. He looks, throws off his back foot to nobody in particular. It's going to be 3rd and 7. You're going to credit David Anderson Jr. on the coverage on that one. And we'll see what they do here. 1 timeout left, 11 seconds, and maybe another halfback draw, run the clock out before the half. But we'll see what Jones and this offense decide as he will take the snap, standing around in the pocket, throws off his back foot once again, 4th and 7, expecting a punt here.
Yeah, and those were 2 dangerous throws. Anytime you're running around and throw it off your back foot and across your body like he did on those 2 plays, you're just asking to get it intercepted. Fortunate they both fell incomplete. And now with very little time, it will take a touchdown return here for Bowling Green to get any more points.
And he is brought down after 10 yards. And folks, that'll do it for the first half of action here in Bowling Green, Ohio, as Bowling Green is up 17-3 over the visiting Toledo Rockets. Just a fantastic job so far here tonight, Nate, by Bowling Green, who took a while, kind of felt out the Rockets and what kind of offense they were bringing to the field tonight. They kind of expected it to be a lot of Gregory, a lot of Jones running also, and this defense has just had their number the entire game.
Yeah, one big play for the Toledo offense down the field, and then everything else has been Gregory and then Jones on that last drive getting his legs going. But Bowling Green has kept them out of the end zone, forced some field goals, and Toledo unfortunately missed one of them, so they're still sitting behind by 14 here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Brummer in that arm tonight. Obviously, Harris having a fantastic season so far, but we've seen a lot from Jake Brummer, who is turning into a fantastic quarterback right in front of our eyes as we finish up the season here in the MAC. Definitely someone I'm sure a lot of the Power 3 teams are going to be, have their eyes on after this season, but he is doing a fantastic job here for the Falcons. The wide receivers really doing their part as well, catching everything thrown their way. And you see the difference in the yardage right there as Tanner Jones has still yet to find his arm.
Yeah, Toledo's passing game is going to have to get going in the second half. Gregory having a big game, but they're going to have to put points on the board in a hurry at some point if they're going to crawl back into this one.
And the Rockets will get the kick off to start the second half of action here in the Battle of I-75 as the Rockets will come back again on offense, and we'll see what they can do against this Falcons defense who just seems to have their number tonight. Maybe they drew up some kind of plans at halftime or something.
Yeah, and I would expect them to not go away from the running game. You've got the entire second half and only down 2 scores. So Gregory is still going to be a big factor in this, and then look to maybe go play action and try and hit something over the top.
And they'll start the second half with a Dallas Gregory run for 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Gregory's doing a great job. The screens are really what's killing them so far tonight, it seems like, as Jones lines up in the shotgun. Gregory to his left. He will fake the handoff, keep it himself. Tons of running room here. Broken tackle for Tanner Jones, but he is brought down at the Bowling Green 40-yard line. Huge run by the Rockets.
And that's a great decision by Tanner Jones. He doesn't give it on the option play, and then instead of stretching it all the way to the sideline, he finds the first hole and cuts it straight upfield. Big run, and now Toledo on the plus side of the 50.
And in the pistol, hands it off to Gregory once again, and there's nothing doing on that one. Brought down after one. Big tackle on that one for David Anderson Jr.
Yeah, good job by David Anderson Jr. getting upfield and hitting Gregory hard. It's going to take multiple defenders to bring Gregory down. We've seen that all night.
And a halfback draw here for Ace Aries, picks up 2. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Rockets, and they really, really need to convert on this one.
And we've seen them about this same spot on the field in the first half go for it. So don't be surprised if this is 2-down territory, but they need to start converting some of these third downs.
And Jones with a pass to the right, caught by Justin Rivers. Big first down grab for 10.
A good job by Rivers. They ran a double crossing route, so they basically switched positions from the two slot receivers, and Rivers comes open and does a good job cutting it upfield after making the catch and gets that big third down conversion.
And in the pistol once again, Jones lines up, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, tricks some of the Falcon defense, and picks up 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that read option is really dangerous for those defensive ends. You're putting them out on an island and making them make a decision. It's hard to stop, and a good job by Tanner Jones getting to the outside and getting 8 yards.
And Jones will send a man in motion as he will hand it off to Gregory, who punches it right up the middle, has a lane, picks up the touchdown, 17 yards, Dallas Gregory.
Well, they decided in the locker room that they were going to come out and run the football, a little old school smash mouth style, and it works out in their favor as Dallas Gregory caps off the drive with a big run. And Toledo, you remember they missed the field goal in the first half. This could be a little bit closer, but that's a great way to start the second half.
The Rockets have answered to start the second half, only down 17-10 now. And, you know, you've talked about this, the smash mouth style of offense that the Rockets seem to be playing tonight. But on the other side of that, your defense has to come through for you to make that offense really, really work for you. So we got to see more from this Rocket defense here to hopefully stop Jake Brummer and this Falcon offense, who have, you know, kind of had their way with them over the past few, over the last quarter at least.
Yeah, and they came out early and made a couple of big stops on this offense, so we've seen them do it, and they right now have the momentum, and we'll see if that carries over to the defensive side.
And a short pass out to the flat. Vito Parr picks up 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And Jake Brummer playing really efficient football here tonight. Not really doing too much, and just great accuracy we've seen from the freshman here as he will send Harris behind him, and he will run this one up the middle, break a tackle, break another, bring a man with him. 8 yards for Harris, picks up a fresh set of downs for the Falcons.
And Harris is looking across the field at Gregory and saying, anything you can do, I can do better. He throws the stiff arm out there. He's breaking tackles as well, and he's making every bit out of all his chances tonight.
And a bomb by Jake Brummer is picked off. The Rockets have turned this game on its head as Cedric York picks up the huge INT, his first of the season.
Great job by Cedric York, climbing the ladder, making that interception. And I mentioned in the opening that Bowling Green has not turned the ball over a lot this year. Brummer didn't throw any interceptions last week to go along with all those yardage and 4 touchdowns. Makes the first mistake of the night, and that opens the door for Toledo.
And on the first play, Tanner Jones on the read option keeps it, picks up 14. And yeah, the Toledo defense did exactly what they needed to do. They stopped this Falcon offense, and like you said, not many turnovers, only 2 INTs on the season for Brummer, and no fumbles. As Jones once again will keep it, he'll evade all the pressure and pick up 17 on that one.
And now all of a sudden, Tanner Jones, 9 carries and 85 yards. Von Carlton had to track him down, but it was well downfield after a big pickup. So now this Toledo offense, after the interception, able to go right back to the ground game because they don't have to be in a huge hurry, and it's working out for them right now.
This is exactly the type of football the Rockets like to play, just kind of game control it on this one, and Gregory will get a run up the middle for 5. Just this positive yardage runs are exactly what they need to kind of keep this game moving and get back. Shane Haas, a name we should have called a few times tonight, been doing a great job stopping a number of these touchdown passes and runs, doing a fantastic job almost at double-digit tackles. As once again, Jones will keep it, and he will evade everybody but one man. Wyatt Rhoda saves the touchdown as Jones is now over 100 yards rushing on the night.
And Rhoda, a desperation dive and able to clip the shoestrings of Tanner Jones and haul him down. And all of a sudden, this Toledo offense, after coming out of the halftime break, has just been pounding this Bowling Green defense.
And a run up the middle for Aries picks up 8 or 9. It's going to be 8 on that one. Going to be 2nd and 2, knocking on the door of the Falcon end zone once again.
Yeah, good job by Aries. His best run of the night. Dylan Schaefer comes up and makes a good tackle to keep it from going any further.
And another handoff to the outside for Aries, who manages to get enough of the first down, picks up 4. It's going to be about at the Bowling Green 10-yard line here.
Yeah, good job by Bowling Green stretching that one out, but Aries finds the corner and gets enough for another first down. And it looks like just outside the 10, and they'll be able to get a first down without scoring here.
And we're going to see Gregory try to punch it up the middle, and he is met with equal force as he picks up 3, almost at 100 rushing yards himself. Going to be 2nd and 7 on the 7.
And, this offense is working twofold. It's given their defense a rest, but right now it is pounding this Bowling Green defense into the turf. This could be big as we head towards the fourth quarter.
And Jones hands it off to Aries on the option and runs up the middle for the touchdown. And just like that, the Rockets have turned this game around. Pending the extra point, they are tying it up here in Bowling Green.
And we've seen that triple option look with the receiver multiple times. This is the first time that Bowling Green has allowed that give up the middle to the tailback. And this close to the end zone, they paid for it as the big back Aries punches it right in. And we're all tied up. And after the way the first half ended, this is exactly what Toledo needed to do.
Yeah, and honestly, Bowling Green had all of the momentum heading in to the half, scoring 14 straight on them to be up 17-3. And starting the second half of action, Toledo has scored 14 straight themselves. So now we'll get to see how Brummer and this Bowling Green offense respond after that first turnover. As a handoff up the middle for Tenarius Harris picks up 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, good play call right after the interception. Give it to your back, Tenarius Harris. He's had a good game when you've handed it to him, so he picks up 9, and this is how you want to start a drive because you need an answer.
And lined up in the shotgun, Brummer. Harris to his left. He'll send a man in motion, and he will fake the handoff, keep it himself on the option, and he will pick up the first down. And folks, over on Twitch, Ron Newman scrambles for a touchdown. Auburn is in control of that game, 24-6. 4 minutes to go in the third in a crucial SEC matchup over on Twitch TV. Make sure to tune in. Check that one out as well. As Brummer and the offense lined up in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, caught, weaving through the defense to pick up a first down to Sean McLaren. Big 15-yard gain.
Yeah, good job by McLaren. Just on the reception and then finding a way to turn upfield and avoid multiple Toledo defenders there before he's finally drugged down. So big play there, and that's Cliff Grizzly getting the tackle. Otherwise, McLaren had a lot of room to run.
Let's see what kind of play they draw up here in Rockets territory as he will hand it off. It's going to be a halfback counter to Harris, who picks up 11. Big first down run by the sophomore.
Yeah, and Harris only has 10 carries through almost through 3 quarters, but he's averaging 5.5 every time he touches the ball. If I'm Bowling Green, I might lean on him a little bit more down the stretch.
Brummer over the middle once again and caught by Joshua Shuren, who has been his man tonight. It's going to be 2nd and 1, and the Falcons offense has turned it on once again, knocking on the door of the red zone.
Yeah, they turn it over on their last possession and come out like nothing ever happened and picked up where they started, or where they left off, I should say, in the first half.
And Brummer on the triple option will keep it himself, picks up 3 enough for the first down here as we are on the 21-yard line. This Falcon offense really doing a great job, and we'll see here in the shotgun. Brummer, wide receiver screen out to the left. It is caught, broken tackle. Brigham Ray, big 8-yard catch. It's going to be 2nd and 2 here.
Yeah, good throw and catch. Get yourself into 2nd and short and keep this drive moving forward.
And trips to the left for Brummer as he will halfback draw here for Harris as he picks up enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal here for the Falcons.
Yeah, good job just getting it up the middle. Harris just fighting for everything he's earning tonight. 1st and goal, like you said. Chance for Bowling Green to regain the lead here.
And Brummer takes the snap, has time in the pocket, throws this one, and it is caught. Kyle DeVita, 10-yard touchdown grab for the Falcons.
And this is the drive that Bowling Green needed to put together. And DeVita gets free in the back of the end zone. Brummer hits him, and a big answer drive, 9 plays, 71 yards, and Bowling Green back in the lead.
And the Falcons do a great job answering right back to put themselves up in front of the home crowd. And want to take a quick second to shout out everybody in chat. We have S. Brady, Slater, Carlton, Flying Platypus, Corey Dobbins, Will Stern, PX1 Sports, love ya, Flying Platypus again. We have a lot of great people tuning into this game. Make sure to like this video, everybody, if you have a second. And on the kick return, Adam Fuller, about 29, give them pretty decent field position where they've pretty much been starting this entire game. And we have seen Brummer's athleticism on display tonight, really doing a great job of locating these balls tonight.
Yeah, Brummer's been accurate all night. We see Dallas Gregory there running one in. So this game has been back and forth, and I don't expect it to change. We got a minute and 49 here in the third and the entire fourth quarter to go. We're going to have a good one all the way to the finish.
And lined up in the pistol, Tanner Jones. Gregory in the backfield behind him as he will take the snap, fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he is knocked down well behind the line. Huge tackle for loss by Stephen Brady. Going to be 2nd and 12. And folks, over on Twitch, Mark Perry doing everything he can to keep the Hurricanes this one as they score their first touchdown of the night. Hurricanes only down 24-13, 2:15 left in the third. As Jones takes the snap, pressure coming to him, throws it, caught, but unfortunate, out of bounds here. This Bowling Green defense starting to turn things on again. Yeah,
and good pressure from that Bowling Green front. Getting it back there to Tanner Jones. He couldn't set his feet. Had to try and drop that one in a tight window and couldn't keep it in bounds.
And Jones on 3rd and long almost throws a pick to Bill Cherry. Going to be 4th and 12. And this Falcons defense, Nate, doing exactly what they need to do. Put Toledo in these second and long situations and really make the Tanner Jones have to make these throws. You know, they rely on this run game, and Jones's arm is really not obviously the strength of this offense.
No, and the Falcons did a good job on that set of downs, stopping the first down play in the backfield and forcing Jones to throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd, like you said. So Gregory and Jones together are going to have to make big plays on 1st down to keep themselves ahead of the chains.
And Brummer on the first play fakes the handoff, keeps it himself for 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4 as the clock is winding under a minute here left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Toledo's going to have to find a way to make a stop here and not give up any points as we head towards the fourth quarter. We've seen them come back, but you want to be able to keep your running game in play and not let Bowling Green's defense load up and rush the passer.
And Ace Aries making plays on both sides of the ball as he brings down Brummer behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here, lined up in the shotgun once again. Brummer taking the snap, has time in the pocket, moves around, decides there's nothing there he likes, tucks it and runs and picks up just enough for the first down by a few inches.
Yeah, he was caught from behind, but his forward momentum was able to get him to fall just far enough forward to get that first down. Toledo nearly gets the stop they need. Bowling Green does a good job converting.
And on the read, hands off to Harris, picks up 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Big tackle on that one by who else? Ace Aries once again.
Yeah, Aries comes flying in out of nowhere seemingly, and a big collision with Tenarius Harris. Good job stopping him for a 3-yard gain.
And trips to the right might be our last play of the third quarter as Brummer snaps it just in time. Looks, has time in the pocket, somehow evades pressure and gets it off over the middle, somehow to Tenarius Harris for 18 yards. And that'll do it for the third quarter here as Bowling Green holds on to a 24-17 lead over the visiting Toledo Rockets. We'll be right back, folks. We are watching PX1 Sports on YouTube. And let's see those 4s in the chat, folks, as Bowling Green is moving the ball down the field, looking to try to put this one away. Lined up in the shotgun, Brummer will fake the handoff, keep it himself, and pick up 4.
Well, an improbable play to get the first down on the last play. So we'll do it the more conventional way to get 4 here. Little read option, gets to the corner. A good job staying ahead of the chains from Bowling Green here.
And in the shotgun once again, Brummer takes the snap. He's looking, has plenty of time, throws this one away, doesn't see anything he likes. Smart move by Brummer. You know, he's a freshman, obviously, but still making some great decisions out there, as they are only 3 of 6 on 3rd down. Pretty impressive. Only 6 third downs here tonight as Brummer takes the snap, throws over the middle, caught. Big first down catch on that one, and the Falcons have a fresh set of downs. R.J. Bennett, his second catch of the night.
Yeah, his second catch, but it's probably the biggest one of the night for him. He gets the first down, gets the drive, continues the drive moving, and Bowling Green a chance to extend the lead.
And Brummer has time, throws over the middle, caught by Kyle DeVita. 7-yard gain, going to be 2nd and 3, knocking on the door of the Rockets end zone once again. The Falcons are in the driver's seat for this one.
And another big hit from Ace Aries, his 8th tackle of the night. He's been flying around on the defensive end, has a touchdown run tonight for the offense, but right now they're going to need a big stop. A big turnover would be huge here.
And we'll see what kind of play they draw up as Brummer in the pocket. Pressure getting to him, manages to get the pass off to Tanarius Harris, who's doing a great job as a receiver tonight. 5 catches for 48 yards. Fresh set of downs on the 6-yard line, and they will get back to the line quickly. Trips to the right. Harris in the backfield with Brummer, awaiting the snap. Has time, looks, throws to the right, caught. Quick little run out by Vito Parr, who fumbles out of bounds just shy of the end zone.
And Vito Parr is fortunate that that ball went out of bounds where it did. If that pops through the end zone, it's Toledo football. So fortunate, did a good job breaking a tackle and getting it towards the pylon. Gets fortunate there at the end of the play. And now Bowling Green right at the 1-yard line looking to punch it in.
And we'll see what they draw up here. Hopefully a Harris run up the middle, as he will send him in motion behind him. He will hand it off up the middle, and Harris falls into the end zone. A 1-yard touchdown run by the sophomore. Bowling Green up 2 scores here after this extra point.
And Tyler Rogalski got in there but couldn't quite drag him down. Just enough forward momentum for Harris to squeeze past the goal line. And again, a 14-point lead for Bowling Green, but now with only 7.5 to play, that doesn't leave a lot of time for Dallas Gregory and the running game to help bring Toledo back.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be a question of, is it worth it? The coach definitely has some difficult decisions here to make on offense, as a kick return touchdown would really help them out here if we could see one for the Rockets as they pick up about 35 or 36 yards, Elon Olive on the kick return. So decent field position to start this drive. 7.5 minutes in the game left, all 3 timeouts. They still have a chance to run the offense they would like to, as Jones awaits the snap in the pistol. He'll fake the handoff, keep it himself, run to the outside. This Bowling Green defense meets him, and he breaks a tackle, somehow picks up 12.
Yeah, Tanner Jones running over a lot of defenders tonight, not running like a quarterback. Doing a good job getting to the outside, taking on the defenders, and breaking tackles.
And Jones once again will send a man in motion as he takes the snap, hands it off to Gregory, who tries to run outside, and he is brought down immediately. Tyler Rogalski does a great job bringing down the very talented freshman. And, it's funny looking at Tanner Jones and his size and how he can throw somebody off, and then Gregory gets brought down as Jones is lined up all alone in the backfield. 5 wide receivers out there for him. Takes a snap, throws, caught over the middle. Shane Yost, 2-yard grab, going to be 3rd and long here.
Yeah, not where you want to be if you're Toledo. Bowling Green has done a good job on these 3rd and longs, dialing up some pressure. Let's see if they come after him again or if they drop back into coverage.
And going to see a halfback screen here by the Rockets as Gregory breaks a tackle, picks up 7, going to be 4th and 4. If I'm the Rockets, I'm going for it here, and that is exactly what they are doing in Falcon territory here at about the 49-yard line. Only need 4 yards, lined up in the pistol, trips to the right. Jones takes the snap. He's got time. He's looking, throws out to the flat. Caught! First down, Justin Rivers.
And Justin Rivers does an excellent job just running the defender off and stopping right at the first down marker. He makes the catch, and even if he steps out of bounds right where he was, he would have had the first down. Huge play for the Toledo offense.
And Toledo in the gun, hands it off to Gregory, who punches one man down and manages to pick up 2 yards. Going to be 2nd and 8. 6 minutes left in this game as they get back to the line in the pistol once again. Jones awaiting the snap. Is going to be another handoff. This time Ace Aries, who shoves off one man, picks up two. It's going to be 3rd and 6. And like you said, Nate, it's 4-down territory, probably until the end of the game for the Rockets.
Yeah, absolutely. And this drive now coming up on 2 minutes. They're doing a good job mixing in the run, but at this point, down 2 scores, you might have to throw it a little bit more.
And Jones does just that. Throws it to Oliver Cabot. And he jumps up on that one and is almost lucky he held onto the ball. It's going to be 4th and 1 as they will go back to the line. Good play call on this one. Let's hope. Pistol formation. Hands it off to Gregory, who finds the edge and picks up the first down 11-yard run.
Well, that box was loaded up with just about all 11 Falcon defenders. They were ready for some big boy football, and Gregory does a good job to cut it to the outside where there wasn't anybody, picks up a huge first down.
And Jones with the QB read option will keep it himself, and that agility of Tanner Jones on display picks up 14. He is at 126 rushing yards tonight, and they are on the 9-yard line.
A great run by Tanner Jones. Von Carlton saves a touchdown. And again, Toledo's got to score quick, so that's a big tackle.
And that is exactly what they'll do as they hand it off to Dallas Gregory, who punches it in from 9 yards out. Toledo only down 1 score pending the extra point.
And that was a huge drive. They needed a touchdown. They still relied on their running game, so they chewed up a little bit of clock. So now it's up to their defense. They have all 3 timeouts and then 4:45 to play. Defense needs a quick stop to give this offense a chance.
And we will get our chance to see this Falcon offense once again, who did a great job on their last drive, not only putting points on the board, but running some clock. And I'm guessing we're going to see a good bit of Tenarius Harris on this next drive, as Brummer and this offense really just have to, kill some clock on this one, as we will see them go to the line in the gun. Harris to Brummer's right as he awaits the snap, and he will hand it off to Harris, who runs up the middle for 2. Going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good stop by the Toledo defense on first down. Only 2. Cliff Grizzly comes up, makes his 8th tackle of the night. And this is where Toledo's defense needs to be, 2nd and 3rd and longs.
And trip to the right for Brummer as he will throw this one quick out to Brigham Ray for 6. 3rd and short here. The Rockets might have a chance here to get the ball back if they can just hold off this Falcon offense here as they are lined up in the gun once again. Brummer awaiting the snap, sends a man in motion. He will hand it off to Harris, who breaks a tackle and punches through for the first down, 5-yard gain. Fresh set of downs for the Falcons.
And that was a big broken tackle there from Tenarius Harris. Cedric York makes the tackle, but not before a first down for the Falcons. That broken tackle was what got him to that first down marker.
And Brummer will fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he is brought down after 2. Great job getting him down by Ben Jackson, the freshman. Only a 2-yard gain, going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good job by Jackson running over there. He was slowed up by the initial hit, and Jackson comes and cleans it up.
And Brummer has time in the pocket, manages to get this one off right before the pressure got to him. Cedric York in his face on that one. Great job getting it off, but now it is 3rd and 8, and the Falcons have to convert as he is in the gun once again. Harris to his right, fakes the handoff. Brummer keeps it himself, and he's going to shovel pass it out to Harris, who was brought down well behind the line. And the Toledo Rockets have stopped the Falcons in offense, 4th and 7, and they are about to get the ball back.
I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout there, save a little time for their offense to keep their running game firmly in play. But like you said, they get the big stop. Now they get the ball back. Let's see what they can dial up on offense, because Bowling Green right now is just going to milk as much of this clock as they can.
Yeah, Nate, honestly, giving the defense a chance to rest is exactly what they need to do right here, as we are under 3 minutes left in this one, as we are awaiting the punt here by the Falcons. Maybe the Rockets can get a decent punt return out of this one, get some extra yardage, as it is caught at about the 27. Adam Fuller brings it about to the 30-yard line here, as the Rockets will start off with the ball on their own 30.
That was 70 yards away from tying this game up. The running game is still in play, though.
And holding on to the ball is Tanner Jones, who picks up 7. Going to be 2nd and 3. Clock still winding down here.
still enough time. They're not in any real hurry right now, especially with 3 timeouts. Content to run their offense, but they got to keep moving forward. No negative plays.
And a handoff this time to Gregory, who has some running room, picks up a huge gain. 28-yard run by Dallas Gregory. And folks, over on Twitch, just as exciting a game as Auburn is just over 3 minutes away from making the Iron Bowl next week, the de facto SEC championship game, up 27-13 over last year's national champions. As Jones lines up in the pistol, he's going to send a man in motion. 2 minutes left on the clock, takes the snap, throws over the middle, caught, and there is a lane somehow for Jeremy McMahon. And, obviously we talked about Jones needing to put this game, on his arm, and that is exactly what he has done, putting the ball only where his receivers can catch it and giving them a chance to get positive yardage after the catch.
Yeah, great throw. Allows his receiver to continue to run. He doesn't throw it behind him or force him to slow down, so he's able to cut it upfield, and they're in scoring range now.
And Jones will fake the handoff and keep it himself. Picks up 318 rushing yards here for the Toledo Rockets tonight. They're knocking on the door of the end zone right here. And if they can put points on the board, get a touchdown on this one, Bowling Green really has their work cut out for them as they line up 2nd and 2 at about the 8-yard line. Trips to the left in the gun. Jones, Gregory in the backfield with him. He'll hand it off. And Gregory breaks one tackle. Oh, that's Aries on that one. It's a loss of 2, going to be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good job from Bowling Green as Stephen Brady gets in there, gets his 11th tackle on the night. If I'm Bowling Green, I know you're banking on your defense to get 2 stops here, but maybe I think about calling my timeouts just in case, so I give Brummer and my offense a chance to score to win the game if that comes down to it.
In the gun once again, Jones takes a snap, throws, caught over the middle, touchdown, Elon Olive, a name we have not called too much tonight, been doing mostly kick return duties, comes up in a big spot for the Rockets as pending the extra point, Toledo is going to tie it up here in Bowling Green.
And a 1.5-minute scoring drive, so Toledo has not been scoring quickly tonight, and when they needed one, they got it. And they still were able to run the ball heavily on that drive to do it. A big run by Dallas Gregory set that up. And we've seen this game go back and forth as Toledo, for the 2nd time tonight, erases a 14-point deficit.
And almost a minute of game left. 3 timeouts left for both squads as Brummer and the Bowling Green offense will come back out here once again on their own 25-yard line. As he takes a snap, going to be a halfback screen, gets it off in time, and Harris has room to run as he gets to about the 46-yard line.
And a safe, smart call there. A screen pass. You're not going to put the ball in harm's way on that one. You let your running back do all the work, and he gets a big gain downfield.
And we're seeing the no-huddle offense here for Brummer as he throws this one away, stops the clock. Just under a minute left in this game. Still 3 timeouts for both squads as the Falcons get back to the line in the shotgun. Harris behind him is going to be another halfback screen to Harris, who gets it off, but the Toledo Rockets have seen through this one. No timeouts called as they will go right back to this no huddle. Going to be 3rd and 12 here, and if Toledo can stop him on this one, Nate, they have a chance to maybe get this ball down the field and come away with this game. So
Absolutely.
We'll see exactly what Brummer and this offense do as they are letting some clock run out.
Yeah, and right now they're content. If they pick up this 1st down, they'll be able to call a timeout and maybe set up something for a field goal. I'm a little surprised Toledo might not using one of their timeouts. Content maybe to go to overtime if that's what it comes to.
And with 17 seconds left in the game, Brummer snaps it, has time, throws, and it is caught deep, and he has beat his man. It is a 56-yard touchdown grab by Sean McLaren in a huge spot in front of the Bowling Green home fans.
Well, 3rd and 10 plus for Bowling Green. Toledo just has to make one more stop, and this one is at worst going to overtime, and somehow McLaren gets behind the defense for a huge 50-plus yard touchdown pass, and Bowling Green looks like they're on their way to a big rivalry game win.
In the front of this home crowd is exactly what they wanted to see. And folks, over on Twitch, they have closed out that one as Auburn holds on to beat the last year's national champion Miami Hurricanes setting up for next week's Iron Bowl match up for the SEC championship against Alabama. They finished off that game 30-13, and we are waiting for the Falcons to get out there and kick this extra point here tonight, put them up one score. And unfortunate for them, looks like somebody jumped on the line. They will go back, making this PAT a little bit longer than they would like, as Mason Davis did not call for the snap in time. And Nate, the Rockets have their work cut out for them here on this next drive, as they maybe have maybe two plays to make something out of this one.
And we'll see where they wind up with after the kick return. If they can get a big return out towards midfield and take one shot towards the end zone, that may be their best bet, because with 10 seconds left, there's not a lot they're going to be able to do.
And they will try to return it on about the 3-yard line, as he is knocked down, trips over somebody's feet. Adam Fuller gets to about the 30-yard line, and we will get to see Toledo attempt a Hail Mary here with probably their last play of the night. Hopefully the blocking can hold on for them as they attempt it, as Jones takes the snap, pressure coming to him, and he lobs a huge pass up there, has a man deep, and it is dropped. And that is it, folks, as the Bowling Green Falcons finish it off in dramatic fashion in front of the home fans, 38-31.
We were treated to a great game tonight. Both teams out of the MAC championship race, but it didn't matter. They laid everything out on the line, and back and forth all night. Toledo twice comes from behind from 14 down, but doesn't have enough, as Bowling Green able to pull out the win at the end of the game.
You sure said it, Nate, and thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, our associate producer, David Roy, my broadcast partner, Nate Murphy, for tonight's action. On behalf of the broadcast crew, I'm Rick Jordan. You've been watching this CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube, and we will see you at 8:45 Central Standard Time for our next game. See you soon.